that's a game of a 3A school. It's already pretty good, and you know, on many years at Roxana High School, it's been very difficult to knock a team off like that. But I'm real pleased with our kids' effort. They did a great job tonight. You know, we shoot a lot of threes, but you know, that's the only way we can really score any points against a team like that. At this point, you know, it's hard to get inside points against the length that they've got. And we had a hard enough time to get the ball across the floor. We had 16 turnovers at halftime, so it was definitely a challenge.
And you knew they were going to come out just ball hawk pressure full court. Is this just a matter of your kids? They just need the repetition to just kind of learn to go through those.
Never seen it. I mean, they didn't see it in their freshman year, or in this case, or 8th grade year. And even the kids that we have back, these kids have never seen pressure like that, and seems really good at what they do. So I thought we were prepared against it. I thought we were in the right spots. Just definitely early, a lot of the turnovers were rushed, panic. Didn't want the ball in their hands and we make decisions. But as the game went along, I thought we did a better job there for sure.
And but it seemed like when you were able to break the press and get into a half-court offense, you did fine, didn't you?
That's what's encouraging. I really thought that if we, which doesn't work that way, but you play a half-court game, you know, it's a little different for us. I feel like we execute fairly well, did a lot of good things, and we got some kids that can shoot it. And as time goes on and they get older and they mature, it's going to be interesting to watch these kids grow up.
Is it tough though to become unpredictable though when you don't have that size inside and teams know you're going to be a perimeter team and it's just difficult for you to get the ball in the paint?
It is, but let's face it, at this point I haven't done a very good job of even putting any emphasis on that. We've had some things happen to us early in the season. We had a couple seniors that had left our team, and so we've got a sophomore that's been inserted in this role, and we're trying to find some chemistry. And Adam Cole's kid, over time, once he gets some tools in the toolbox that we give him, I think he's going to be all right. I think we'll eventually get some of that weak side glass putbacks, which we're not getting right now. Paris White is a kid to watch. I think that over time he's going to be able to get some points to the rim for us. But there's nothing wrong with having a team over time that can penetrate, kick, penetrate, dump, make some things happen at the rim. I think once these kids get some confidence, that'll be the case.
Gleaner and Huffman, they're not afraid to shoot the basketball. I mean, it's nice to spread the wealth, but I mean, do you like, you know, that these kids kind of got that no fear mentality? If they got an open look, they're going to take it.
I do, because they're all gym rats. These kids work hard at the game. They take hundreds of shots whenever nobody's watching, and you don't have that a whole lot anymore today with kids. So, you know, and Beckman doesn't have a conscious either. But over time, Beckman early in the year, he can knock down shots. His shots are a little deep right now for him, and he's a point guard. Freshman that's got the ball in his hands 90% of the time. You're asking an awful lot of the kid. I'm sure he's fatigued too. He's one of our better defenders.
Mark, is this your biggest challenge yet with playing such a young group and throwing them out there into this varsity action where you're putting these kids out there against kids that have been doing this for 3-4 years now?
It is. It's a challenge. I wouldn't lie to you, but you know what? It is what it is. A lot of schools are put in this position we are now, and it's not something that we asked for. It's just something that's happened, but our kids are, over time, they accept the challenge. They're competitors. They will adapt, and they'll adapt to my style, and they'll adapt to what they're going against. And over time, nobody's going to want to play them down the road.
So you're kind of picturing this long-term, long range, and not necessarily for the here and the now?
Well, winning's always important, no doubt about it. But you know, we have to have some small successes, and if it's a success that you have for 2 to 3 minutes or a quarter or whatever it is, I just think it's that foundation that we have to build, and our kids have got to see the long-term vision for sure. But in the process, we're going to compete, and we're going to try to do the best we can.
As a coaching staff, though, how do you keep these kids, though, from getting discouraged at times, especially in a game like that where a 6-3 game all of a sudden turns into 20-6 in the blink of an eye? In moments like that, how do you keep them from getting discouraged as time goes on if things like this happen?
Well, continue to talk to them, be there for them. I mean, we talk a lot about trying to be closer and trying to trust each other more and have that relationship, our coaching staff with our players, and communicate. I mean, if you communicate with kids, no different in the classroom. If they know their expectations are, they'll be fine.
Do you have